Pope Francis calls us to be missionary disciples in the world, set on fire with deep intimacy with Jesus Christ at the heart of the church. We smell. We are in touch with the smell of the sheep. We are part of the church's combat field hospital. We are a church bruised and hurting because we are on the streets serving the poor, serving those in crisis, serving the refugee, serving those who experience the wounds of Christ in their own lives. Pope Francis, in the Joy of the Gospel, gives very powerful messages through contrast. He makes many contrasts in the Joy of the Gospel, which serve to amplify and strengthen his message. Here are just a few examples. He contrasts a tomb psychology characterized by mummies in a museum who are dead, to a living and creative intimacy with Jesus Christ that opens new avenues of grace, new horizons of creativity. He contrasts an attitude of sterility, of pessimism, a give-up attitude, a woe-is-me attitude in terms of our role as missionary disciples, to a new spirit of really radiating, despite the challenges of our 21st century world, despite the contradictions and oppositions, to really live a joyful and radiant spirit of the gospel, a happiness that raises irresistible questions in the hearts of those around us, a sense of apostolic perseverance, endurance, fortitude, and a great winning spirit and confidence in regard to our relationship with Jesus, our love for the Catholic Church, and our witness to the world. He tells us to shake up the world with Christ's mercy and his love. Another key contrast is Pope Francis's emphasis on a self-referential church that's turned in on itself, that is out of touch and reflected by eroding, non-maintenance sorts of parishes, to a new spirit of really being strong in the faith, really being connected to the love of Jesus Christ, really being part of the church's mission, and being very connected to the life of the poor and those in crisis. That's what expresses so powerfully and so beautifully what Pope Francis calls the unpredictable power of the gospel.